We gaslight ourselves into staying silent. We're so busy polishing the winner's medal that we have glossed over all the times we were forced to come last. It is true that we must rise out of victimhood, but first, we have to acknowledge that there has been a game of perpetration. And that human unconsciousness, basically, fear, has caused pain, wounding, because it's not fair. It was never fair. Freedom is choice. And true, sovereign, autonomous choice can only be made with all the available information. Light is information, and we have been kept in the dark. And not to claim any experience as bad, because everything is working for good in the long run. Healing, learning, understanding, compassion. These are all the results of the experiences that we have had to navigate or be dragged through, or it hurts a soul to see violence. And that doesn't matter who is the giver, who is the receiver. Violence is violence. Love is love. The name of the game is understanding attachment, to rise above the matrix, the material world, is to understand who we are as spirit. But physical, material is what is needed. It is the medium for the earth school. So, in some respects, nothing matters, because everything matters together. But some experiences disturbed, tormented, and fragmented our soul, of which we are one, of which we individually have come to do the work. Christianity, for example, is about loving Judas. It's not about loving Jesus Christ. How fickle. It's about extricating the deepest darkness known to man, as within so without, up to the point of, well, is bad, is evil a sliding scale? Not really. But probably the most despicable act a human might engage in is taking a life, the ultimate act of violence. But under the right conditions, don't get it twisted, each and every single human being is capable, is a murderer in potentiate. Murder is as easy as wishing that someone were not alive, preferring that, fantasizing about that. Hatred is murder. Neutrality is key in this life. Not apathy. That's the shadow. Our emotional, sexual, creative energy is ours to place where we so choose as the conscious observer or the unconscious observer, the ultimate in victim, one who could never change the reality they are in because of the rigid beliefs they have about said reality, namely, they are not responsible for their thoughts, their words, their deeds, or to understand how these things correlate with the life that we experience. Mostly, it's beyond words. And let's face it, words have got us this far. Words are the root of all division. Human ideas, constructs. So man has built himself a planet of iron and concrete. Tower of Babel cannot reach the heavens. You can only allow heaven to reach you. Ironically, the most painful thing that a human could do is remain ignorant, to not get in touch with the pain and the rage. Because that shit will eat you up from the inside and project a hopeless, helpless reality. No one is coming to save you. It's an inside job. And all it takes is to realise that there's nothing to be saved from. Except maybe our own mental imprisonment. We form ideas around the thoughts in our head. The lenses we imagine through are being distorted and fractured, smashed. Fear is a vibration, and it's much easier to live a life that revolves around that frequency because it's everywhere. Everywhere except where Mama lives. Mother Nature. which is a lot closer to who we really are. The trees know. Ask them. And they'll tell you. Without using a single human word. They're always waving. The trees don't hold a grudge, and they got more reason than most. The animals don't even hate us. Because humans anthropomorphize everything and project human onto it. That's why cats and dogs get treated so terribly in some cases. There's common ground everywhere. But to see it, you have to have common sense. And that's not that common. Because the hive mind is told how to think, what to think, when to think. We're just forming a circle on the outskirts of all the previously formed circles, looking inward.